Sachin Suresh Patil, Srimati Kasturbai Volchan College, Sangli. Today we are going to study about the current electricity. Let's start the current electricity from Ohm's law. George Simon Ohm, German physicist, established the relation between the current flowing through the conductor and the potential difference at its end. Ohm's law states that if the physical state of the conductor is kept constant, then the current flowing through it is directly proportional to potential difference applied across the conductor. Current is directly proportional to potential difference. I is the symbol for current and V is the symbol for potential difference. The proportionality sign get replaced by equal to sign and one of the constant, and this constant is known as resistance. V is equal to IR. This is the relation between potential difference and current, and this is the formula of Ohm's law. Here R is the resistance of the conductor. R is equals to V upon I. This is the mathematical representation of Ohm's law. Kirchhoff's laws. By using Ohm's law, the effective resistance of a given resistors can be increased by using a series combination of a given resistors, and the effective resistance can be decreased by using parallel combination of a given resistor. But whenever we are going to solve the bridge circuits, not only the Ohm's law is sufficient to solve that circuit. For that purpose, the German physicist Gustav Robert Kirchhoff put forth two laws, and that laws, first one law is Kirchhoff's first law, and second one law is Kirchhoff's second law or loop rule. Kirchhoffचा जो पहिला लॉ आहे तो त्याला दुसरं नाव आहे जंक्शन रूल, and it is related to conservation of charge. Kirchhoff's second law, it is related to loop rule, and it is related to conservation of energy. Let us see the Kirchhoff's first law. It is also known as junction rule. It is related to current. It is related to conservation of charge. Here capital J represent the junction point. Junction point, it is a point at which more than two paths are meet. The first law, the statement of first law, the algebraic sum of total current at any junction is equal to 0. That is, summation of I is equal to 0. I repeat once again, the Kirchhoff's first law, the algebraic sum of total current at any junction is equal to 0. Before going to apply this first law on this diagram, let us see the sign conventions given by Kirchhoff's related to this first law. The incoming currents toward the junction are considered as positive. Incoming currents towards the junction are considered as positive, and outgoing currents away from the junction are considered as negative. Outgoing currents are considered as negative. Incoming currents are positive and outgoing currents are negative. By applying these sign conventions on this diagram, we got plus I1 plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. Here I1 and I2, these are the incoming currents, and I3, I4 and I5, these are the outgoing currents. By solving this equation, we got I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. Means this is the total incoming current towards the junction, and this is the total outgoing current from the junction point. means incoming current is equal to outgoing current. In this way, the algebraic sum of total current at any junction is equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff's first law. Let us see Kirchhoff's second law. It is also known as loop rule. It is related to conservation of energy. It is also known as voltage law. Kirchhoff's second law, it is related to conservation of energy, and Kirchhoff's first law, it is related to conservation of charge. See the statement of Kirchhoff's second law. In a closed loop, these words are very important. In a closed loop, the algebraic sum of potential drops and EMFs is equal to 0. In a closed loop, the algebraic sum of potential drops and EMFs is equal to 0. The mathematical statement of Kirchhoff's second law is summation of current into resistance plus summation of EMF is equal to 0. Means the algebraic sum of potential drops and EMFs is equal to 0. Before going to apply the Kirchhoff's second law or Kirchhoff's voltage law on a closed loop, we must know the sign conventions. Let us see the sign conventions which are useful for to apply the Kirchhoff's second law or KVL law, Kirchhoff's voltage law. While tracing a loop, while tracing a closed loop, these words are very important words. While tracing a closed loop, if we follow the current, then that potential difference across that resistor is considered as negative. While tracing the loop, if we follow the current, then the potential difference across that particular component is considered as negative. Second sign convention, if we phase the current, then the potential drop across the resistor is considered as positive. While tracing the loop, if we oppose the current, if we phase the current, then the PD across that resistor is considered as positive. Then after some sign, these are the two sign conventions related to potential drops or currents. Now third and fourth sign conventions are related to EMFs. While tracing a closed loop, if we move from positive terminal to negative terminal of a cell, then its EMF is considered as negative. While tracing the loop, if we move from positive terminal to negative terminal, positive to negative, then its EMF negative. If we move from negative terminal to positive terminal of cell, then its EMF is considered as positive. Negative terminal to positive terminal, negative to positive, then its EMF positive. These are the four sign conventions are useful for to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law on any closed loop. Now let us start to apply the KVL law on one of the closed loop. In this case, by applying KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, on a loop A, B, C, D, F, G, A. A, B, C, D, F, G, A. This is the closed loop. Now let us start to trace the closed loop from A to B. While tracing the loop from A to B, we come across this R1, and here while tracing this path AB, we follows the current. Therefore, the potential drop across R1 is taken as negative. Therefore, here it is equal to minus I1 R1. Now, then after the path BC, while tracing this path, we come across R2, and I2 be the current flows through it. While tracing this path, here we oppose that current, therefore the potential drop across R2 is taken as positive, therefore it is plus I2 R2. Now next one segment of closed path, it is a CD. While tracing this path CD, we come across this cell. Here we move from positive terminal to negative terminal of cell, therefore its EMF is taken as a negative. Then after next one segment of that closed path, it is DF. While tracing this path DF, here we come across R4, and while tracing this while tracing this path, here we face that current I2, therefore the potential drop across R4 is taken as positive, therefore it is equal to plus I2 R4. Now next one segment of that closed path, it is FG. While tracing this path, here we follows that current I1, therefore potential drop across R3 is taken as a negative, therefore PD across R3 is taken as here negative, it is minus I1 R3. Then after last one segment of this closed path, it is a GA. While tracing this path, here we move from negative terminal to positive terminal of a cell, therefore that EMF is taken as positive, it is equal to plus E1. Here the path is completed, therefore obviously according to the statement of Kirchhoff's second law, the algebraic sum of potential drops and EMFs is equal to 0. The algebraic sum of potential drops and EMFs is equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff's second law. Here in this diagram there are various closed path. One of the closed path I already told you, it is A, B, C, D, F, G, A. क्लोज्ड पाथ लिहित असताना त्याचा स्टार्टिंग लेटर आणि एंड लेटर्स एकच असावा, कारण तो जर एक असेल तरच तो पाथ क्लोज्ड होईल. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन क्लोज्ड पाथ इज ए बी एफ जी ए, and remaining last one closed path is B, C, D, F, B. By using proper sign conventions, we are able to apply the KVL on various closed loops.